Welcome back. Let's continue, shall we? Do, 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 do. I'd tell you to rest and leave the rest to the others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature, at least returned from a moment ago looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose upon you any further. We barely got enough armor as it is, huh? Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. Yet, you remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought Doman Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go and tell Isle, why don't you come too? Alright, sorry about that. Luckily, with flying, I can go in and out in water with my mount. Oh, you're here too. I heard that about those soldiers you and Alize encountered. I'm glad you're all right. Ahem. Right then. Aesel, we have gathered up all the rope we could find in the village, and every tool with an edge, but it is still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there are no more to spare. Thank you, Chigusa Ryosen. Could use a hand if there is nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search it. Take whatever meets your needs. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yagiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly little girl. Of course you can. Hurry. You never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Heian returned. There's so much to worry about. You're doing well, Easel, though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we will be slaughtered. The Doman Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take him to send us supplies. Do you have an armorer in the village, or anyone with some skill in fashion armor? There is one man, a craftsman, who fled the enclave. He is experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though, but maybe you two have come with me. His name is Suranaki, and he lives in Kusakari in the south. Come with me. What the fuck? Okay. Do 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 do. Who are the starry-eyed youths who stand before me? Ones who sing of liberation, rebellion and liberation. Ha ha ha! Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, go and say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. Say again, you would have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars? Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel, and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel, all you can carry. The better the shield them from blade and bullet. If only it would be simple, Master Suranaki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Ha ha! Bring me my steel, and you have your armor. You will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. grab the other one. Oh, this is gonna take some time. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see something real quick. Okay. You have the many plates of steel I demanded. Show me. Bah, then you committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Lord Cayenne, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. Twas Lord Cayenne who saved us, who spared us from the worst when the Garleans came. Every shade of pride and honor he cast aside without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet. Restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter, he would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed, but not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparation and machinations, so carefully we would be, and yet, Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Cayenne. Monsen, the enclave, they were raised for our sins. We murdered them all. Don't you see? We murdered you all. You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Kian too lives on in our hearts and in his son, for Lord Hien has returned. Lord Hien, alive? It cannot be. You lie, you lie. It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom. Could it be my Lord Hien yet lives? Oh. Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes, I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10, 100, how many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Even after 25 years of obsession, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Isel and I will return and help Suranaki finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of Fears? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Alright. Everything is in order, miss. Under Lord Kyosetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Help? No, oh no, no, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in its place, and every place is in. Everything is fine. I require no assistance. Comrade, Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zila allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out. Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Ah, she's cute. Anyways. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector. Ha! To hear them mutter, you would think I intend to stride up to the castle gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You would be setting a lot of wrathful minds at rest. Very good. Let us depart for Monsen at once. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oops. My bad. There we go. Mozen was home to many great and powerful families, men of honor, samurai. Once great swarths were raised and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was and what will never be again. Come, I would take a closer look. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have... Oh, great. the run, those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. To think was once a bustling street, so full of life, a river of people with a current all its own. But even though then the Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly, but we were always aware of their presence, and we were conflict. He did what he had to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe, but at what cost? Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such dark musclings. Though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down the street past those makeshift barricades, you will come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. There is. Okay. Alas, I thought not of value, did you? Still sheathed in its shamble, though even shielded from the elements, it will not need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained when I was young. He never ever had the chance to draw it. There she is, Doma Castle, my home. They let us keep her for a time before gradually moving their forces across from Flumisinus. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yatsuyu. Though father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there on half a dozen occasions, if that I can't remember. But I remember the view of the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Mazen, at least, Doma is so much more than that. There, beyond the moon gates, onto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out on the keep. Hian, son of Cayenne, another caretaker of the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view, but in the end, Kami strike me down. How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of Fears at once. I have had what you can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved, and I know how. On second thought, Akira, I ask you that you return to the House of Fierce without me, and tell Alfno to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in the attendance as well. I shall join you anon. What's up, Yagiri? During the rebellion, the Imperials took to their agents among the shinobi, and through their treachery were many of my comrades slaughtered. We few who survived have not forgotten the day. The memory of it has spurred us never to neglect our training, that we might be ready to administer revenge. I'm gonna see if Elize has something to say. Oh, there you are. I saw you leave with Lord Hien earlier. Where is he? Okay, cool. Cool, Elize. Shuba, Shuba! Lord Hien wishes to discuss our details of our plan very well. If he insists, I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Sorma. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives, coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Dorma Castle.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now, for without that we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
Alright. No planet is perfect, and there is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Kojin, Jojin, Kojin or Jojin, okay, give me a second. Jonin. Alright, Jonin, there we go. Will lead the assault on the moon gates. Not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. If there is nothing else, I'll head back to Namai. Suranaki's working hard, and Ace's doing what he can to help, but mayhap there's more than I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. The plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes, or linger regrets, my friend. Sorban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? Far be it for me to no rest for the righteousness. That's true enough, true enough. When you have seen to your sundry tasks and are ready to retire, I pray you let me know. Oh, wait. Whoops. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend. Cutscene.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day. Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Ha! Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know her thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan allowed at last to receive visitors called for me, of all people, for my unborn child, he said, for my dearest Shun. Live. My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Yugiri, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
The end is nigh. There she is. I trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Kojin not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await your signal. Our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things. We depart at once. Offno instructed Lise and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Gosetsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Monzen. Good luck, my friends. I will see you both again soon. Oh boy. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Man. One second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. Not bad. I'm just looking at kind of how many episodes I've started so far. I haven't yet uploaded yet. Roughly about 13, so maybe next episode? Yeah. Next episode, and I'll take a little break by uploading all these episodes at once. Well, not at once, but like scheduling them to release certain days. Oopsies. Missed it. There we go. And now we wait. I have dreamed of this day, a chance for freedom, for liberation, for redemption after 25 years of regret. Lys will contact us once the attack has begun, after which the others will carry out their allotted task. Our part comes last.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Oh yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted...
Sound the alarm! Fluminous is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
This is Lys. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Ah, war! To wield power, to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling. A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothal.
Preening, Oreneer! You fear that you will put the sun in shade! Those are for you. Go, claim your prey. Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
My lord, the barrier!
That it should fall so soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
The wall is breached. The Kojin too will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. He would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings of a fool. Speaking of which, how fares my brute?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owleth. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
Alright. It is done. The water surges through the broken masonry and floods the castle even as we speak. Though my heart breaks at the sight of it, I must be strong, all for the sake of Doma. The Confederacy report that they have secured the enclave. We need not fear for the civilians' safety. Aye, there can no doubt be no doubt the Viceroy is trapped, and so comes our part. Our Kojin allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock, and do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers, Akira. Bum, 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 bum. When I led the Doman refugees to Erosia, I did so only with the intention of seeking sanctuary. The thought of enlisting you and yours to aid us in another rebellion did not come across my mind. Yet here we stand, shoulder to shoulder, ready to strike at the heart of the occupation. It has been and ever will be an honor, Akira. To see this castle thus defaced and by our own hands, it is enough to make me smile, to laugh at the sheer absurdity of it. This is not the end, but it is an ending. Soon I will be free. I can only imagine the chaos inside the castle, to be trapped by the rising waters and know the enemy is at their gates. They will fight us with every ounce of strength, as well as we them, for the eyes of history are upon us. Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There is room enough for you all. Akira, that we might improve our odds of success, we will divide into two parties upon arrival. One comprised of you and your adventurer comrades. The other goes Setsu, Yagiri, and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate route, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. Even should you meet the misfortune with the other, the other will reach Yatsuyu. Agreed? Then let us be about it for Doma. Sweet. Alright, that concludes this episode of 14. We shall begin with the liberating Doma Castle. Till then, fare thee well.